Hi everybody, sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. Igama lami nguNtando Mdletshe, and on this channel siyaye sibuke ama reality shows ethu ala Mzansi bese siza la sokhuluma ngawo lama shows. Siyaphinda ke futhi sikhuluma ngama celebrities kanye nama YouTubers ethu ala Mzansi. If it's your first time joining me today and you really like my content, do not forget to press the subscribe button la ngezansi and the notification bell ukuze phela uthole umyalezo uma ngabe umsebenzi omusha sesiwufakile. Guys, I want to talk a little bit about Abongwe MaCele, okay, and her family or her parents, MaCele kanye MaCele MaCele. One thing that we got to see and that really we got to some clarity on this season was the fact that Abongwe does like girls, you guys, even though she hasn't really come out and say I am lesbian or I am gay, but we do know for sure that she likes girls. And I think that it wasn't a surprise for a lot of us because there has been things that, you know, we have seen throughout the past seasons, even though it's never a good idea to assume, you know, just because you see certain things with a child, then you assume what their sexual preferences are going to be or their sexual orientation. It's always better to, my understanding is that it's always better to wait for the person to say, okay. And it looks like, honestly, these are conversations that they have had with her father previously. And her father had become somebody that she confronts, she tells her secrets to, in terms of the things that she deals with relating to that issue. So I know that when I first suspected that she might be liking girls, I thought that probably the biggest challenge for her was going to be her dealing with her father. I didn't think that it would be so easy for her to accept, fully accept her and accept that issue, or should I say accept all of who she is. So it was a really a pleasant surprise to see that Musa was actually the one that was like, he doesn't, you know, have a problem with it. He accepts her and loves her just the way that she is, and doesn't believe there's anything that needs to be changed. That's how God created her, and how can he be against God's creation? So he loves his child, you guys, very supportive of his child. He might not understand everything that comes with her liking amantombazane, but from all that we have seen in their relationship this season is that he is very supportive of her. Okay, he was even heartbroken about the fact that Abongwe did not have a date for the matric dance because the parents of the girl that she had asked on a dance did not allow her to go with her. So yeah, but one thing that or one person that we haven't heard from when it comes to this issue is MaCele, you guys. I think from all that I have seen of MaCele, I think she loves her children. She loves all of them equally. So I do think that she really does love Abongwe. But I do feel like she is dealing with something when it comes to this issue, because she seems to avoid conversations that have to do with Abongwe and her sexual preferences or sexual orientation, or just the fact that Abongwe likes girls. You know, I feel like she avoids conversations that are leading that way, and even in the diary sessions, because recently with Abongwe going on a date with her father, and her father, like MaCele made a very long commentary on just that issue, on how he feels about it. But MaCele hasn't done that. And from what we have heard from MaCele, also from Abongwe, is that Abongwe, her assumption is that she feels like her mom doesn't fully accept her, because it's not like she has come out and say I do not accept you, but just the mere fact that she does not want to talk about the issue for her means that she has not accepted her, you guys. Then if you go back a few episodes ago, there is a conversation that Khumalo was having with one of or two of the wives, where I think they were talking about the issue kasne. I think it's when they had gone for a hike with the other wives, and they were talking about the issue kasne, her being pregnant. And MaCele said something that honestly at the time I didn't understand what it meant, but I thought about it in relation to Abongwe. Could it possibly be about Abongwe too? MaCele said she feels like MaCele needs to do something or check on something when it comes to his children, because just something needs looks like there is something wrong in the genes. When you look at when you look at all of the kids, she feels like there's something wrong in the genes. And I honestly didn't understand what she meant by that. She feels like it's not akuhambi kahle enganeni zakamseleko. So I was feeling like, what does she mean? Because ingane seem to be okay, you guys, except for the struggles that we have seen from season 1. The other kids seem to be doing okay. But now with MaCele being so silent on this issue ka Abongwe, it makes me feel like maybe in that thing that she was saying, there's something wrong in the genes. Is it possible in which MaCele was also referring to issue ka Abongwe? Does she feel like that's the issue? Because I feel like if she had accepted Abongwe, she would come out and say. And I don't think that the producers are avoiding asking her questions about it. I feel like the fact that we haven't seen her talk about it in the diary sessions mean that she is purposely avoiding talking about this issue. And it makes me feel like it might mean that she hasn't accepted it. And does it mean that she feels like there's something wrong with her child just because her child likes amantombazane? I really feel like it would be it is so important for the show that we get to hear where MaCele stands, even if she just comes out and say, listen, this is an issue that I did not expect, and I'm still dealing with it, and I'm still trying to understand it, and I don't want to do anything that will hurt my child's feelings, because I feel like even her silence is hurting her child. Because Abongwe did say, my mother has never come out and say she does not accept me, but it looks like she is uncomfortable with the issue. So as a result, my assumption is that she hasn't fully accepted it. And I feel like it really would help their relationship if she also just came out and said, how does she really feel about that issue? Even if she just feels, I'm still dealing with it, I'm not 100% there in terms of acceptance, but this is where I am. I don't know why they have not been able to really get her to talk about this issue. Also, if she comes out and talk about how she feels about this issue, I think it's going to make the viewers not make assumptions, because I also felt like it is an assumption on my part to think that when she said that statement to say there's something wrong with the genes that she was including Abongwe, but she was talking about all of the children, and I'm trying to look at the children and think, what are the issues that a parent could look at and say this is something wrong in the genes. And I'm feeling like maybe she was talking about Abongwe. Part of that is she was talking about Abongwe, because besides Usne, I don't see any other person that that has anything that is wrong except for Ingane Kamangwabe, that was born with a certain medical issue, but all the rest of the kids are okay. But guys, I really am interested to hear what you guys think about this issue. What do you think about the fact that Khumalo has not really spoken on Abongwe and the fact that Abongwe likes girls? Do you think that she is doing it on purpose? Do you think that she just hasn't been given a chance maybe to talk about it? Do you feel like she has accepted it fully? And do you think it's a good idea for her to be silent on the issue that is so important to her child, especially when it comes to how it's presented to the public? Because just like it was important for us to hear how Musa feels about the issue, I think it's important that we hear MaCele. But what do you think about it? Please do comment about this issue in the comment section. Like the video before Pumegiona, share it with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Ntando kakhulu.